What up, traders? In this video, we're going to talk about how I made almost $2,800 this week across my 50K accounts with Top 1 Futures. I'm on a little bit of a heater here. It's actually been a while since I feel like I've said that. As you can see, I'm on a 9-day win streak. I am green every single day this month so far on these accounts, slowly stacking my way towards a $12,000 payout across all these accounts. We'll talk about the trades I took this week because I want this video to be solely focused on education. I really want you guys to learn how I trade with VWAP if you stay through and watch this entire breakdown. We're not going to go over last week's trades. We did that in last week's recap video, which is also posted here on my channel. Make sure you're subscribed. I also drop podcasts, not just tutorials. The podcasts come out every single Saturday. We've got Zach, who's up $34,000, $35,000 in payouts coming. We've got Bruce Pringle coming back from Bookmap. And then I've got a couple of special episodes that I think will definitely throw some curveballs in the mix for you guys that are regular listeners that I think you'll like. So definitely subscribe so you don't miss any of the podcast episodes. But let's just go over the stats from the week and then we'll break down each trade individually. Average win to loss, as you can see, top right, set 0.84, $67 to the green for every $79 to the red. It's not bad. Day win rate, it's really important to me, just ending the day green, right? That's 100%, which is good. Profit factor 2.7, which is good. Trade win percentage 76%, which is a little higher than my usual average, but pretty good overall. And then, like I said, net P&Ls 27, almost 2,800 across the accounts. So I'm trading 5 50K accounts with Top 1 Futures. I'm copy trading them together. So if one account says I make $100, I actually make 500, which makes it easy to take small risk on each account. I don't have to YOLO these accounts and try to get the payout in a day. I can take small risk, take my time, not blow myself out, and still work towards a really nice sized payout. I think for many people, anything over $10,000 in a month from trading is a good month, especially if you've never done it before. So for me, a nice $12,500 payout would be great. The payout caps on these accounts are $2,500 each. That's how I get to the 12,000. Now, the trades I'm going to talk to you about today, I teach in Futures 101 and Futures 2.0. Both of these courses are available on ASFX TV here. You can get your first month free if you just use the link down in the description. You'll tune into our live streams, as you can see here, all week long, and you'll get access to our Discord and both courses for you to study exactly the trades that I'm about to show you. So let's go over Monday. First, buying 65.01 to 65.10. You can see my entry and exit price there. I waited until the opening range was set, and I bought the break of the New York VWAP there in that green circle. As you can see, previous day New York VWAP, bullish. Daily VWAP, also bullish. So when we close above the New York VWAP, that's when buyers are in full control, and I'm going to look for an extension higher out of the opening range to the upside. Now, the opening range is automatically put on the chart if you use the Lux Algo indicator that we built with them. I'll also put a link for that in the description as well. It's automatic VWAPs and automatic key levels. It's very useful. It makes your analysis much faster if you're trading with VWAP. So we take long, as you can see, at 9:49 in the morning, after the 15-minute opening range is set from 9:30 to 9:45. Buyers and sellers are arguing here, as you can see, arguing. There were orders here at 64.97. Those orders ended up filling and holding as support for buyers to then come back in, take New York VWAP and the daily VWAP before we accelerated out of the range to the upside. So the stop loss here is the key, right? I'm in at 65.01. I added in a little bit here to bring the buy price down here, right, to that closer to 65 whole price. And the stop was here around 95. So I had space to let it play with this opening range low, which is the same low it's set back here, before then letting those buyers still kick back in. Because how shitty would it be if your stop is right here at these lows when you're long here, and then you get swept out here only for this thing to come higher? Don't put your stop there. It's too obvious. You got to give it a little more space. And that's really where Bookmap comes in handy. Bookmap gives me a lot of insight into where to put my stop loss. There's a link in the description of this video for a discount to Bookmap as well, because I do a lot of work with them. So you can see there's the first long, break out of opening range to the upside. We pull back, we hold overnight VWAP and New York VWAP, we break high of day VWAP, and then pull back again. So I get long here at 12.15, and I put the stop down where it was originally, down at these lows. If those lows get taken, we probably go lower, which is exactly what happened. So I ended up taking a loss on this trade. It's the right trade to take, though. It's the right way to play the system. If I'm making money long already and it's still within my rules to keep trading, I've got to take the trade. But the key, the thing that's really helped me, is not being too big in my second trade of the day. It keeps the day still green if I lose that trade. So then we go to Tuesday. Tuesday, I was really busy, had a delivery of some stuff to help finish my basement. So I wasn't on the desk in the morning. The sell-off takes over around 10:07, starts 10:15, 10:22. The market starts to tip over. So what do? Well, I get short here on New York VWAP as a retest. I had a 7-point stop and I scalped it for 5 points to the downside. That's it. Quickest trade of the week, smallest trade of the week. Notice, again, I'm looking for that full VWAP alignment. Underneath New York VWAP, underneath previous day VWAP, underneath the overnight or the daily VWAP, anchored to 6 p.m. the day before. If you want to learn what full VWAP alignment is, you got to go watch Futures 101 and 2.0. And I'm giving you a month's access for free if you just use the link in the description. So please go watch those. That trade short was actually a good one, as you can see, based on my exit, because it ends up trickling its way higher. I didn't get another leg down. So to be scalpy on a day that I was busy was really good. So that got me my Monday and my Tuesday. Monday plus 350, basically a break-even day across the accounts. And then the one trade on Tuesday, another small win there across the 5 accounts. So then we'll get into Wednesday. First trade Wednesday, long again. We have the news come in. I'm using that news at 8:30 as the low, and I'm trading higher here. Break of New York VWAP is the entry. I'm trading that first break out of the opening range. You can see 52 to 60. Easy. 8 points. It ended up ripping. Oh, no, excuse me. It ends up ripping on Thursday. We'll get into that. Here, I take the break and retest again, right? Just like on, was that Monday? I think I said I did that. Yeah, Monday. Monday, here it is. Break, retest. I'm looking for that leg out. Did not work here. Same setup on Wednesday. Did not work. Stop at the low. You see how it's the same setup, everybody? That's super important. We find a long here Wednesday afternoon off previous day VWAP, which ends up coming in. And this ends up actually being the saving grace for the day to get Wednesday back to green, because we go win, loss, back to basically break even. I was like plus 150, minus 150, and then plus 150 to end the day green on Wednesday, plus 662 across the 3 accounts. So that was Wednesday. Now let's get into Thursday. As you can see here, Thursday's the ripper. So we wait for opening range to set, same process every day. And I show this to you guys on stream. So if you come to the streams, I'm giving you the free month, and you dive into the courses, you're going to see how repeatable my VWAP process really is. We don't take any trades until the opening range is set. We know because of the VWAPs, though, bullish. We're above overnight VWAP and above previous day VWAP. So if we take New York VWAP at all-time highs, you best believe I've got to be long trading that thing out of the opening range. And that's what we got. 65.60 to 66. So notice the week started, I'm buying it at 65.01 and I'm out of it at 65.10. Now we're into Thursday and I'm buying it at 65.60 to 65.66, right? So I'm still just working the longs each day, waiting for my VWAPs to align and making my money long. Not really making a lot of money short this week. And then here, this will break the internet. The negative risk reward guys will hate me for this, but high of day VWAP is being held, as you can see. So I'm long there, just for a small little 3-point scalp. I had like an 8-point, 9-point stop on it, which negative risk reward, will kill some people. But to me, it makes no difference. As long as I'm green, as long as I'm winning and I'm not taking big losses, it's going to continue to sprinkle my P&L, continue to get me towards that payout. And then today was another long trade. Look at the VWAP alignment, previous day VWAP, overnight VWAP. I get long on the New York VWAP break right as opening range is almost set 2 minutes before. If I would have waited, I just would have been long in here, same price. Get long here. News comes in at 10 a.m. First break of opening range. We're full out there. It's simple. It's just simple. And then second trade today comes back in, right? Because we get the break, the retest, we catch another leg out. And then that trade's actually run much higher right now. If we go to trading view here, you'll see that trade has gone higher. So that break and retest, I've traded it a couple of times this week, right? Today, it worked really nicely. First leg out, and I said it on stream. This will look like a second trade. That's exactly what it did. There's your second trade. It's not going to win every day. I want you to see that and be like very clear on that. Look, it worked today, but here, earlier in this week, it did not work. Nothing wins 100% of the time, but you don't need to win 100% of the time to get a payout. You just got to have green days on your calendar, stack them up until you have the payout target. So for me now, I'm just going to continue to work. I'm over halfway to the payout. I should be able to get it done this month, and that'll be a $12,000 payout for me. So it's a huge win. I hope that this video helps give you guys some insight on how I trade with VWAP. I can save you money if you need an account with Top 1 Futures. I got discount links below with them, with TradeZella, with Bookmap, all the tools that I share in the video, I've got links in the descriptions to give you guys a discount. But that's it. That's the recap for the week. We continue next week. Thank you for watching. Make sure you tune in Saturday for the new episode of The Day Trading Show. I'll see you guys on stream on Monday.